Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Faltai's Apothecary. We are here this morning because we are going to be going over the astrology for the week. It's basically a little forecast, Cliff Notes version, just to help you prepare for the week ahead. Maybe what days are best days to do projects, days not to do projects, what days are best to make plans to go with friends, things of that sort. Before we get started, I am going to just smudge just a little bit here. If I can grab a piece, maybe. My bundle's getting pretty sad looking here. Just a little teeny piece. That's all we need for today. So some freeze there. Some for me. You'll notice again, my allergies are driving me insane. My nose is all stuffed up. My eyes are watering. Seems like I say the same things to you guys all the time. Either I'm super tired or my allergies are bothering me. It's like, I'd like a day where neither one of those are happening. All right. So this was last week's card. So we'll go ahead and put that back in the deck. The deck doesn't want to come out here. Come on. So we're going to put that back in the deck, and we're going to go ahead and shuffle for a new card. And it's this one. It's the one that didn't want to come out, I think. Blessing on a fresh start. So I'm pretty sure we've had this one a couple of times, but still relevant, still important. Somebody out there needs to see this. Maybe you, maybe me, maybe someone else. But I will take a picture of this and get it posted up on the Facebook group page, which is Lady Faltai's Light Healers. So if you want to see the picture and the write-up that I do, that'll be there sometime, usually by noonish today. And if you're not a member of that group, just go ahead and there's like three questions, which are basically like you're going to follow the rules, you're going to promise to be nice, and I don't know what else it is, but they're like super easy questions. If you don't, then I just will approve you anyway, and usually I approve everybody until you give me a reason to not, and then. But I've never had to kick anybody out, or even I've never even had to ask anybody to play nice. So it's a good group. I wish it was a little more active, but we'll work on that. So anyway, if you want to see the picture, and you can even download the picture, you can go to the group and save the picture and then put it as your screensaver on your phone if you wanted to work with it that way. I'm going to put it there so I don't forget to take that picture. All right. So, why are we here? Astrology. Coffee. Coffee is my friend. All right. So, today is July 3rd. It is the full moon in Capricorn. I did a video yesterday for the full moon. So if you didn't see that, you can, after you're done watching this video, you can go ahead back and watch that one. I go over all the energies and a little bit more detail. And then I talk about all the different things that you could work with if you wanted to. And you don't have to work with all, like I go over affirmations, tarots, archetypes, stones, herbs, colors, journal prompts. Like I go over quite a few things. You don't have to work with all of them. Maybe you just work with the affirmation. Maybe you just work with the crystals. Maybe you just work with a couple of things, whatever. You don't have to work with all of them. You can just, and pick what you feel like resonates with you and leave the rest. All right. So today, Monday, July 3rd, there's going to be So again, like I said, in the video I did yesterday over the full moon, I went over these energies a little bit more in detail. But today you're getting the Cliff Note version. There should be some clarity on a long-term goal for you. This full moon is really around growth, optimism, and that's because of all the other energies that are in there besides just where the full moon is. So prosperity, education are all going to be good things to work with. That energy is basically over the next couple of weeks until the new moon. Also, there might be some issues with balance between work and home, right? That's actually come up a couple times in the last few weeks. So in different forms, different energies, different placements, but that same issue has come up. So you might be really kind of, feeling that a little bit. So one of the things we talked about, and I'm not going to go too much in depth in it, is because of all the other placements where Mercury is, and Mercury's trying to this and blah, blah, blah. Communications should be really good over the next couple of weeks. So if you are having some things that are going on, between work and home, relationship wise, things like that, communication should be really good for you to have some open, honest communications with your partner, or maybe with your boss, to be like, listen, I have to be home some more, whatever it may look like for you. But it's a good time to have some of those conversations. And then, like I said, if you want all the rest of it, you can go back and watch that other video. But and remember, during the full moon, we release what's no longer serving us. And if you don't really know what's no longer serving you, just trust the universe to do her job, and just say that I'm releasing what no longer serves me, and she will take care of it for you. If you don't know, what it is, or if you don't have anything particular in mind, she's got your back. She'll take care of it for you. So today's color is off-white. I apologize for the sniffles. Today's color is off-white, and for stone, this one is a Capricorn. It says it's for manifesting. I can't read with my glasses on and my eyes are watering. So red tiger's eye stimulates your drive and lets you imagine endless possibilities. So again, there's that growth and going towards your long-term goals are in there. So some red tiger's eye you could work with. All right. Tuesday, the moon is moving over into Aquarius. So Aquarius are eccentric people. I think of them as our hippie people, but it's not necessarily. Depends on where all your other placements are that make you up. So if you're like, I'm an Aquarius and I'm not at all like that, that's probably because of where all your other placements are. But Aquarius in general, as a whole wide scope there, in my head, they're kind of the hippie people. They're eccentric. They're very individual. They really embrace their uniqueness. They kind of let their freak flag fly, so to speak. So that energy is going to be coming around tomorrow, which I think, is kind of fun, kind of exciting, right? To just kind of let your own freakiness come up and show and play a little bit. Again, like I said, the communications and honesty and things like that are going to be over the next couple of weeks. So, but again, on Tuesday, really good day to express yourself honestly. You may also be having some extra insight coming your way to some things that might not be known to you. So, whatever that may look like for you. So Tuesday's color is sky blue. And the Aquarius stone I picked is amethyst. And it says it enhances your commitment, individuality, and idealism. So working with that individuality work with some amethyst for that. And I've said this before, but if you're new, these stones do lots of other things besides just what I'm reading the card for. For example, amethyst is in this deck a couple of different times under the different signs, and it will talk about the different, what you're working with it for on that particular purpose. So don't limit to thinking that this is what amethyst is for. Amethyst is for a whole list of stuff that you can work with. Just this particular card is geared around the Aquarius energy and what you could use it for. Okay. So Wednesday, July 5th, Aquarius moon in tension with Jupiter. We don't like those words, right? We don't like the word intention. And it's not intention, like one word, it's in tension, 2 words. I just want to make sure, because sometimes the way, when you say it, it sounds like one word. It's not, it's 2 words. It's in tension. So, and you can just tell by the sounds of that it's not necessarily going to be probably the best energies on Wednesday. There could be some clash with, so Aquarius, again, is that eccentric individual, embracing your uniqueness, all of that energy. But because of the tension in Jupiter, there could be some conflict, clashing between your independence and maybe like stability, or desire and security. So there may be some things like that are coming up for you internally. So just be aware of that and don't freak out. It's one day, right? And, this is exactly why we talk about these things, is so that you are prepared, you have a heads up. And when those start to come up for you, you can be like, okay, I knew this was coming. I knew this was a possibility. Like, let's not freak out. Really, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, and just let the energies go by for the day. Don't make any big decisions. Don't quit your job. Don't leave your significant other. Don't run away and decide to live in a van. Just kind of like, okay, this energy is coming. I'm kind of feeling like there's a power struggle here between whatever it may be. And I'm just gonna kind of ride it out and not really do anything, not really make any decision. And then, a few days down the road, if you're still feeling those feelings, then that's something you would probably want to acknowledge. But I wouldn't, on Wednesday, when we know things are in tension, make any like life-changing big decisions. Maybe wait, and a couple days down the road, if you're still feeling those things, then those are things that you need to address and, feel them and process them and work through them. But on a day where things are in tension like that, if you make a big decision like that, and then a couple days later, the energy has changed and you're like, what the hell did I just do? So, just don't be too impulsive. All right. And Wednesday's color is purple. And I picked some iolite. And again, it will stimulate your imagination and point your heart in the best direction. So that's the part I picked it for, pointing your heart in the best direction. So with these different conflicts, these different clashes that might be coming up, this is going to help point you in the best direction for you. And so this is iolite. And there, you can kind of see it there. I don't particularly care for when the cards use little chips like that. I'd rather just have a big picture of the actual stone so that you can really see it and really get a better understanding of what it actually looks like. But maybe someday I'll do some crystal videos. if anybody's interested in that, put it in the comment or send me a private message if you'd be interested in some crystal videos. Maybe they'll just be like shorts on TikTok or something, or I don't know, where I pick a crystal and talk about it, and I don't know. Squirrel. All right, Thursday, July 6th, Moon is entering over into Pisces. So Pisces is our emotional people, our water sign people. They tend to wear their heart rate out on their sleeve. Like you usually know what a Pisces is feeling. um, and again, if you're a Pisces and that's not true, again, that's probably because your other placements in your chart have affected that in some way. And if you don't know your placements, you can always call me or message me and we can figure it out for you. Anyway, Moon enters Pisces. Creativeness is going to be coming. So find some way to maybe express that for you, whether it be singing, dancing, painting, writing, whatever, welding. People make beautiful welding art. You can make art in all kinds of different ways. You can be creative in all kinds of different ways. So find some way to express that creativity that you might be feeling on Thursday. Give yourself some compassion. Do something that is going to fill your cup back up. This is one of those things lately. Again, I have found myself saying to many, many people as they come in the shop or I see them out in public, people are just, myself included, they're drained, they're exhausted. Like everybody seems to be having like a ton of stuff going on. Taking care of family, taking care of kids, taking care of parents, work, whatever it is, And so I always tell people, and I have to remind myself that I have to take my own advice too. Drink more water. I have to do that. I tell people that all the time. You need to drink more water. And then I don't. I'm not good about it. But also filling up your own cup, doing things that replenish and nourish your soul. So whatever that may be for you, whether it's going for a walk in the woods, sitting at the beach, maybe it's going dancing, whatever it is that makes you recharge. Try to fit something in there on Thursday if you can. I have school I have to leave at like 8 in the morning and I don't get back till 8 at night. So I'm not quite sure if I'll have some time to do something there. But yeah, so just try your best to make some time if you can. It'd be a really good day to do maybe some meditating, some journaling as well if you can. But whatever it is that really makes you happy. And I spoke with a woman this weekend and she's like, I just really don't know right now what makes me happy anymore. And my advice to her was like, think back to when you were a kid. What did you run out of the house to do? Was it to, and I realize we're old people now and maybe hopscotch is, jump roping is not the best thing for us. But what did you really enjoy doing? Did you enjoy playing in the woods? Did you enjoy riding your bike? Did you enjoy coloring? Like what was it? Did you enjoy reading? What was it that was kind of like something that really made you happy as a kid? And start with that and see where that takes you. So Thursday's color is yellow. And the card I picked says health on it. So I thought that was kind of important. Because even when we're talking about like spiritually and energizing our soul, nourishing our soul and stuff, that is health. That is health. That is part of our well-being. So this is some green fluorite and removes excess energy that can inhibit your well-being. So this is kind of excess energies is things like that we just don't want, right? Anxiety, depression, stress, uh, exhaustion is an energy that we don't want, you know. So whatever it may look like for you, you could work with some green fluorite. All right, Friday, July 7th, still have the moon in Pisces, so we still have all of that same energy of that creativeness. Emotions might be running a little bit high. Um, so actually, I don't know if I want to say high, more to the surface is, I think, a better term. Um, so if you're someone who maybe doesn't quite wear your emotions right on your sleeve, that's more. It's not necessarily that they're going to be running high, maybe high for you, but it's not like you're going to be out there um, just crying all over the place. But they might be higher than normal for you. How's that? So again, that's going to be still continuing over into Friday. But we also have Mercury, which is in harmony with Uranus. So Mercury again is all about our communication, our throat chakra. And it's in harmony, so that's good. Enhanced ability for communication. And this communication is going to relate back to some of that Pisces energy of your ideas, your creativity, whatever it is that, that creative expression that might be coming through for you as well. Like I said, there may be a little bit more emotional sensitivity for you, um, but it might also bring some insight and some clarity to you as well. So, being a little bit more sensitive sometimes um, is a good thing. And I'm just, I'm thinking like today's world, um, people seem like they're not everybody, but a lot of people seem like they're just cruel lately. Like, we see Facebook um, and social media platforms where people are just so quick to be cruel to other people. And I'm squirreling here, going on a tangent, but I think a little bit more sensitivity is exactly what we need. A little bit more understanding, a little bit more compassion. Um, and again, I'm squirreling here, but um, and I tend to feel like the people that are lashing out, um, and it's usually not what we want to do, but those people are usually the people that are hurting the most, right? They're lashing out because they're not happy. They're they're grumpy people. They're unhappy people. They're whatever is going on in their life, because happy, joyous people don't tend to lash out at other people, right? Um, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any advice for that. Besides, sometimes the best thing to do is just not engage. Um, I'd love to say, kill them with kindness kind of thing, show them compassion, so show them. But if they're just not in a place to receive that, then they're going to just lash out at you some more. But anyway, um, that's not really what we're talking about today. So sensitivity, yeah, we could use some more sensitivity in our world, and some compassion and insight and clarity. So yeah. So Friday's color is creamy white. I, some of these colors, I'm writing them down. I'm like, do I really? That's like such a stupid color. But it's the color of the day. Um, so for Friday, I picked some aquamarine. Enhances your instincts, your dreams, and your faith. All right. So Saturday, July 8th, the moon is moving over into Aries. So we're going from Pisces, which is a water sign, which is, like I said, it is kind of is very much associated with their emotions, and wearing their emotions on their sleeves. And we're moving over into Aries, which is a fire sign, which is very famous for being very bold and blunt and direct. Um, yeah, two very different energies there. Excuse me. So on Saturday, emotions are running high, but in a different way, right? Than when they may have been enhanced for Pisces. um, so enthusiasm is going to really be pushing you on Saturday, giving you that extra assertiveness, that extra drive to get things done on Saturday. Um, but also be aware that when Aries energy is around, that's my rising sign, so I'm very familiar with that. Sometimes that assertiveness, that boldness, that directness can come off as bossy, rude, maybe being a little too blunt. Um, and like sometimes I'll say something to someone and I realize that they'll kind of be like, and I'm like, oh, and I have to kind of explain what I was saying in a little bit more of a friendlier, friendlier way. Because sometimes I just say something and it's like, and people are kind of like, whoa. And I don't mean to be bossy or blunt or rude. Sometimes that's just the way it comes out. That's the way it sounds, right? Um, but so beware of that. That might be happening. We want to use that energy to our benefit. We want to use that enthusiasm and that drive to our benefit and maybe get some stuff done. But you don't want it to go over into being like really assertive or even bullying, right? So we don't want to go over that line. We want to keep things in balance. Um, and it could bring a little bit of impulsiveness. So again, just kind of keeping those things in check. Um, and again, and I've said this before, but it depends on where your placements are, right? So I'm somebody who has Aries in my sign, in my chart. So when Aries energy comes for me, I've already got that energy. I already can be bold and maybe a little too aggressive sometimes. So I really need to like keep that in check on Saturday, right? For me. But if you're someone who is doesn't maybe have any Aries in your chart, maybe you don't have any fire placements in your chart. When the fire energies come through like this, maybe it's perfect for you to kind of speak up and take some action and that maybe you couldn't do before, right? So again, it all depends on where your placements are. But I'm kind of just giving, like I said, a Cliff Notes overview of the energy itself. But how they affect each person is going to be a little bit different. So, anyhow, Saturday's color is white, and I picked some ruby and feldspar. It says, will balance your intense feelings while keeping things exciting. So, just keeping that energy in a good, balanced spot for you. All right, so finishing up Sunday the 9th, last quarter moon in Aries. So again, all that fiery energy is going to carry over from Saturday to Sunday. Again, so just be aware that, assertiveness is good to a point. Um, you know, um, Being bold and blunt has its place, but we don't want to be rude. We don't want to be bullying. We don't want to be mean, right? But we can really use that energy to get some actions done that we maybe want or have been needing to get done. And it's also Aries energy brings a nice little boost of self confidence. So that's always a nice little energy booster there for everyone as well. A nice little boost of self-confidence. So if you've been meaning to do something that you just maybe haven't been able to do for whatever reason, something was holding you back, maybe that little bit of Aries boost of self-confidence might help you with that. So Sunday's color is red, and I picked some rhodonite, and it says prepares you and balances your actions so you don't shoot past your goal. So again, using that energy in a productive way, but not going past being mean or bullying, right? Just using it in a good, productive way. So that's going to wrap it up for this week. I don't think I have any other videos coming this week. So there will be probably one next week for the new moon. So I hope everybody has a really great week. I hope something in this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. If you find that somebody else might be benefited, I can't talk. If you think someone else might benefit from this information, please either share it to them or tag them in it. And like, comment, subscribe, all those things. It does help my videos get seen more by the more interactions that happen. I don't plan on being a famous YouTuber, but I just think if we can get more people understanding the energies and around us, that life would be a little easier, right? So share it with your circle in hopes that they'll share it with more people, and those people will share it with more people, and blah, blah, blah. So, all right. So I hope everybody has a good week. And as always, remember to be kind. Your kindness is not only going to improve your day, it's going to improve somebody else's day. And, it's free. So spread it all over the place. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.